Oh, what is this?
What is it?
What is this, bro?
This is the Impossible Dovetail Box. The wooden box is made of two halves, one red and one white. The main objective of the puzzle is simple. Figure out how to open it. Hey, Vsauce! Marcus here. This is the Impossible Dovetail Puzzle. Or is it? You see, back on November 18, 2021, a famous YouTuber by the name of Puzzle Guy posted a short video about this puzzle.
Since if you try to remove the top part, the obvious move will be to move it this direction because of the dovetail, but it will be blocked because of the dovetail on this side and this side. You may rotate the box and do the same move, but again, the top part will be blocked by the dovetails on all four sides. That means that there is another way how to solve the box, and I will show it to you now.
And share the solution right at the end. If it's solvable, then it's not impossible, right? Well, they would say otherwise.
Otherwise.
Otherwise?
Otherwise.
Otherwise. Otherwise. Otherwise. What the f?
Okay. It has to be like a hook or something.
I'm thinking maybe like dragging it or like using force to pull it, but I don't want to break it. So.
Oh, it looks like there's magnets or something.
There's metal thingies holding this closed. How am I supposed to open it?
Am I doing anything right? Am I supposed to go like this? I can do this. I'm a college student.
Oh, Lord, I'm not one for puzzles. Where's my hammer?
You know, I've been doing the same thing over and over again, trying to expect a different result. I need to think outside the box.
I don't know what to do.
How much do you think this costs, by the way?
This thing?
Yeah.
$5.
$4.
15.
$20.
32.
$40 to $50.
It's $14. And that's because it's on sale when I bought it. It's usually $21. Just one. But why? $21, Jeffrey? Huh? Jeffrey? Why would you do this, Jeffrey? I want to go home, Jeffrey. I want to see my family.
$21 to make yourself suffer?
So there's got to be like a push or side-to-side mechanism.
This is Han. She has a lot of experience with solving puzzles, especially Rubik's Cubes. This is her very first time encountering this puzzle. But this must be a piece of cake for her.
I don't know.
Can I Google how to do this? Oh, but dude. Ow. I'm gonna end up bruising my leg at the end of this video. I give up.
It appears that our guests can't solve the puzzle. But maybe you can. I'll give you a shot. And I'll give you 10 seconds, starting now. As you can see, the puzzle remains unsolved. That's because you're on another side of a screen and this event happened in a completely different time from when you're currently in. So let's use a lifeline.
Can I have a hint?
When logic fails, turn to violence.
You want me to like hit it?
What's up? Parental guidance?
Violence. Dude, I don't want to damage your board. I don't want to damage your house.
Oh. Alright, it's $20, right? I mean...
Turn to violence. What does that have to do with this?
This was a comment left on the Puzzle Guy's YouTube video. This kind of makes sense when you observe people who are trying to overcome obstacles that appear impossible, especially in video games. We know that feeling when we're trying to beat that level in a video game we've spent hours on already.
What a
Nickelodeon. Or that one guy at that online game who hasn't touched grass and keeps beating you again and again and again and again. Does this help you win? You lose. Of course not. But with this puzzle, maybe a few hard hits could get the job done.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Okay.
Face is bottom. Face is bottom. Oh!
All it takes is a tap with the red side down to displace the metal ball that was held by a magnet on the white half. Without the ball in the middle, the puzzle can finally open, and whatever is inside is yours to retrieve. No. There's a lock. Come on. No! I need scissors to open my key. I got no scissors. Jeffrey's gonna keep me here forever.
Guess who opened it? Guess who opened it? Guess who's smart? That's right, this guy.
So technically, violence is being unsafe. Oh, sorry, you're wrong.
Hey, Vsauce. Marcus here. This is the impossible. This is so stupid.
Oh my god, I hate you so much. I hate you. You really can't open it? No, I can't. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. I've never done this before.
What are my memories of prison? My memories of prison are just of loss. That's it. Dark, empty, 4 walls of nothing. Go ahead. Stop being nosy. Go on outside. A lot of people don't really know what shackling is. This is shackling. The person in my drawing doesn't have a face because it would be too many faces to put there. Because it's not just something that happened to me. It's something that happens to lots of women.
And what are you hoping to change?
I'm hoping to stop shackling of incarcerated women that are pregnant in Georgia. We have these stereotypes of what an incarcerated person looks like, but I'm here to tell you that an incarcerated person looks like the person that's next to you. Empathy is knowing that incarcerated people in America are people just like you. They feel just like you. They love just like you. They breathe just like you do. When I got arrested and I had my first physical during intake, that's when I found out that I was pregnant. Although they knew I was pregnant, they would still put a chain around my belly and they would put shackles on my ankles as well. And one of the days heading out to court, stepping into the van, you know, I misstepped and I fell. After the fall, I started sending medical requests stating that I was having problems. And for a couple of weeks, they went unanswered. And then finally, they gave me the courtesy of being honest with me and letting me know that the facility was basically built for men. They didn't anticipate having women, and they could do nothing for me. My call today is with the Georgia Birth Advocacy Coalition. My part of the conversation is going to be what it always is, because when these conversations come about, they always forget the incarcerated pregnant women. And so that is the voice that I always bring into the room. I still get to cheat. I don't have to wear clothes. I just put on a scarf. Like, yes, I'm dressed.
Pamela Wynn now advocates for the rights and well-being of pregnant mothers and formerly incarcerated people. She is a wonderful person to talk to about how we talk about all of the rights that pregnant people have here in Georgia, but the truth is that pregnant prisoners have almost no rights, and they're if you're in jail, you have
I can't have that now.
Thanks over to Pamela.
Someone is apologizing to me for my loss. I thank you so much for your concern. I'm trying to do this without getting emotional, but it's hard. Every night, we would get locked in our cells at 10 o'clock at night. The only light that shone in just shot across your head, you know, up high. So you really couldn't see anything. It was very dark in the room. On this particular day, I had not had anything to drink all day because the water in the drinking fountain was coming out brown. I was awakened out of my sleep by the contractions. You know, moaning out in pain, and I would wake the lady that was in the room with me. And I remember her screaming in the crack of the door to the other ladies, "There's something wrong with Pam, there's something wrong with her baby." I could hear all of the women beating on the doors, screaming to the top of their lungs, trying to get somebody's attention to come in and check on us. I laid there, it seems like forever. And finally, the door opens. When the door opens, it's blood everywhere. So now, not only am I afraid for my baby, I'm afraid for myself. The correctional staff were debating about what to do with me. They didn't have a plan. They didn't know what to do. And I'm like, please, 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 just call 911 and get me to the doctor. When I got to the hospital, I was met by the marshals who immediately cuffed me to the bed. And so I spent the rest of my miscarriage shackled to the bed. Not only shackled to the bed, but there were 2 male officers in the room with me that were both between my legs, that refused to give me any privacy. I remember the nurse saying to me, "Miss Wynn, you passed your baby, it's not here." Then she asked the officers, "Where's the linen that Miss Wynn bled on? We need that, the baby is there." And they said to her, "Oh, we threw it in the trash." And at that moment, my heart just sank. And out of all the things that I had experienced and I had been through, for me, I think that had to be the lowest point for me in my life, to hear a part of me, my baby, you know, was just thrown in the trash like it was nothing. I was 25 on this picture. Very young me. My mother was in and out of jail during my childhood, and by the time I got to middle school, high school, she had developed a drug dependency, and I was pretty much responsible for caring for my brother and myself. I have 2 sons. Because of my own upbringing, it was always kind of important to me to do things differently for them. I was always there and involved. They were 14 and 16 when I left. After the miscarriage, they took me back to the facility and I was placed in solitary confinement that they termed, quote unquote, medical observation. Going from the trauma and pain and the mental anguish of losing my baby to now being placed in solitary, and my thoughts were, these people are trying to destroy me. I had to hold on to who I was and my sons. They were like my main source of motivation. And that's what I had to keep constantly reminding myself, that I gotta make it through this because they're dependent on me. I feel like I'm dreaming right now. Since 2012, I have lived with friends. I have lived in hotels. It's been a long journey to get back to owning my own home. So down here is considered like an in-law suite, which is gonna be actually perfect for when I house the ladies that return home from prison, because that's the ultimate plan for this place. So this is the beginning. And this is what I have been waiting to do, to walk barefoot in my own home. When I first came home, I wanted everything to just disappear. There's a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of embarrassment, all wrapped up into failure. I wanted to forget about that and just put my life back together and move forward. However, I couldn't. I tried. But something would always trigger me to think about my baby, and just to think that there were gonna be other women coming behind me that were gonna have to go through the same things that I went through, things that just weren't right. So I knew something had to be done. I started a petition with Change.org to stop shackling of women in federal prison. Good morning, everybody. I thank you for coming out. We have an active bill here. It's HB 345, and it would stop shackling. When I started this work, I had no experience or anything dealing with politics, period.
Who has lobbied before? So, The way it works in Georgia, the easiest way to get in touch with your representatives is what's called on the ropes. And it's just absolute chaos.
Representative's unavailable. Okay, thank you. So she's not in there.
When they come out, be ready. Speak from the heart and just make sure that they hear you. We know as individual people that personal stories are what change lives.
I see her. I'm going to try to catch her.
We knew we were going to have to get Republican support. And my strategy for doing that was I introduced myself to Chairwoman Sharon Cooper. I told her my story, and she told me not only would she support, she would host the bill.
Pam Wynn spent 5 years in prison, never imagining she'd be lobbying members of Congress in the years after her release.
I felt like the least that I could do is to fight and try and do something.
Welcome everyone to our briefing on women in prison seeking justice behind bars.
Today I speak on behalf of the invisible women, and I call them the invisible women because no one wants to talk about the harm that is done to us.
Pamela Wynn became the face of the anti-shackle movement in Georgia.
Ms. Pam, you took your pain and it turned into passion.
Everything in the prison is set up for the men. The prison was created for the men. I could keep going on and on about what we face as women on the inside that people just don't even think about.
I can't thank you enough for your heroism, turning your wounds into justice action.
It's happening.
I can't believe it.
The update is HB 345 has made it to Rules Committee today to be voted on.
I had no plan to ever tell my own personal story and definitely not repeat my story over and over again.
We're back.
We are.
At the White House.
Now I tell it everywhere and unapologetically, even though it hurts. But what I tell myself is that it's necessary, because what I know from my own personal experience is the price that we pay, it highly exceeds the sentence and it far exceeds the crime. And that has to stop.
The only thing I don't have over there that is wide awake today.
I just woke up to the long nap.
See, I'm gonna be big trouble, but I'm gonna be good trouble, sweet trouble.
Man, I'm tired. I know what you mean, man. I'm done for the day.
Yeah, man, I'm finishing up this guy right here. I think I'm gonna head on out.
Oh yeah, where you going?
Man, I'm thinking about checking out that new restaurant, the one with the big balloon out front.
I think they got some good drink specials too.
Man, bump the drinks. Is the food any good?
Hey,
Do you have room for one more?
Yo. A little off the top, break bread and spread knowledge. Build wisdom with every trim. Pay homage to elders. Youngins build bridges, no schisms. Crush systems set up to obstruct our rhythm. Break down prison pipelines, new design on the side with the taper ride the waves of my mind. Gradient, radiant, stardust shine. Finish with the sheen, spray out and inside. All lines off the top, just a little makes it right. This ain't just to cut us a slice of real life. A little off the top.
So man, I never seen you around here before. You new to the area? Man, I remember when I moved here back in the day, my family, we had to come up here and...
Man, I'm just trying to get my hair cut. Had a long day at school today.
Man, you're a little too young to be stressed out.
Yeah, man, wait till you get to that old man's age. What was that?
So, which high school do you attend?
I go to the one up the road.
You making any friends yet?
No, not really. Back where I used to live, everybody knew me. I was that guy. Nowadays, people already know each other and they have their little groups. Nobody wants to talk to me. People think I'm weird. You know, it's just different.
So what do you miss most about your old school?
I miss football.
Okay, you played some ball, huh? Were you any good?
Yes, I was the greatest. You know, so one time, quarterback hikes the ball. I'm on the right side of the field. I'm blocking. Outside linebacker comes, hits my guy, you know. I turn around, I pick up the ball. The corner's in front of me. I truck the corner. So I'm running, and then the safety comes all the way. It looks like he's gonna get a big hit. So I go over and then I stiff arm the safety.
Come on, man.
As soon as I crossed that end zone, man, I just felt great, you know. My mom cheering, my coach cheering, my teammates cheering. I just felt like the man. I felt like I was at the top of the kingdom. Couldn't nobody touch me.
Hey, old school, you was on the line too, weren't you?
Go ahead, but I want to go back to that stiff arm. So you put the stiff arm on it?
Yeah, put the left with the
Heisman Trophy.
So it sounds like you're pretty good. Are you doing that at your new school?
No.
Why not?
I miss tryouts.
You missed tryouts?
Yeah.
What happened?
No, I transferred too late.
So have you tried reaching out to any of the coaches?
Yeah, I talked to the principal, the head coach, and they all said no.
You talking about the school down the road?
Yeah.
Isn't the head coach named Coach Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Coach Smith. Me and him go way back.
I got his number right here. Let me shoot him a text right quick.
You do me a favor?
Yeah, that's what the barbershop is all about. When I was your age, I moved here and got my first haircut by a certain somebody in here. And he gave me a lot of good advice.
He was about quite the same age as you is now. And he was a little lost, but we helped steer him in the right direction. And that's the way generations work. I helped him out back in the day, now he's helping you out. And that's what the barbershop is all about. We always helping each other. And it's about love.
Just like the great Whitney Houston said.
Oh man, don't start that singing stuff, man.
I'm just saying, man. Children are our future. We gotta teach them well and let them lead the way.
All right, man, you all set, man. Here you go. Check it out. What you think?
I like it. It looks good.
Hey, CJ, Coach Smith just texted back. He said you're available at 3 o'clock trials just for you.
What, really? For me?
Yes, 3 o'clock tomorrow. You gonna be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
Man, is you really gonna make it down there?
Yes, sir.
Man, you need to get home and get some rest.
How much do I owe you?
Pay me back by making the team.
Barbers are preachers and teachers and lawyers and mentors. We don't just cut hair. We preach, we counsel. That's just what a barbershop is. We love everybody. With the sheen spray out and inside, all lines off the top, just a little makes it right. This ain't just to cut us a slice of real life. A little off the top, a little off the top, a little off the top, yeah. A little off the top, a little off the top, yeah. A little off the top, a little off the top, a little off the top, yeah. A little off the top, a little off the top, yeah.